Well, they finally promised us a calm morning. The last 2 mornings it was windy, the morning before that it was rainy and windy. So they finally promised us a calm morning, and we sort of got a calm morning, but of course it's not one thing, it's another, it's foggy. It's just ground mist, it'll go away, but it's pretty foggy at the moment. And of course, also in these conditions, you leave anything out for 5 minutes on a table and it gets soaking wet from condensation. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to try in these calm conditions is the little Qwik Stik. Last time I had this out, the wing came off, and I said I wasn't sure whether I was even going to bother to repair it. But I gave it one more try. I glued the wing back on with, I forget what it's called, some sort of brown aeroplane glue stuff that actually says on the thing, aeroplane glue. It's, mainly for working on balsa models and whatever, but hopefully it should work for this. So, and it seems to have glued it on reasonably firmly, so we'll see. Well, let's put him the right way up, because it's confusing when he's the wrong way up. I don't know. The wing, I don't think the wing's entirely straight, but that's the way it was before. I glued it back in the groove it was in before. I've got my sticks mixed, so both the aileron stick and both the right and the left stick operate the rudder. I kind of like to do that for 3-channel planes, because then I don't.
Throttle cut off.
Then if I forget it's a 3, I know some people. I think the standard tends to be to put the rudder on the right stick for 3-channel planes. I find that a bit confusing, but yeah. So anyway, what I do is I tend to put the rudder on both sticks. So if I push either stick sideways for a 3-channel plane, it operates the rudder, because rudder's all you got. Don't think there is any wind at all that I can detect. This guy was just built out of foam, and the foam is kind of giving way, and I don't think he's got enough power anyway to take off anything like this. I think he's going to have to be yeah. He nearly got off there, but but then it just makes him wet running over the grass like that, and he doesn't like the wet. I think we're going to have to hand launch him. I think we're going to have to hand launch him. I'm not keen on hand launching, but especially something like this that's not particularly stable. I don't mind hand launching gliders and things particularly. It is pretty foggy still, and this guy never did much like steering. I doubled the size of the rudder after I first made him, because with the original rudder he was pretty much absolutely impossible to steer. Well, there you go. He is flying again within the meaning of the act. I'm flying him almost like a control line plane in a circle, because I just don't want to let him get far away in this fog.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
But I thought we'd just see whether we could get him up, while the weather is, while it's calm. I don't think he's capable of looping, is he? No, he's not got it. Well, maybe if I climb him and then dive him, but he really doesn't have enough power to do anything. He's got a Park 250 motor on. Not a very heavy plane. You'd almost think a Park 250 motor on a plane this size would give you a bit more power, but I'm just trying to get a bit more altitude here. This is a plane, as I say, this is a plane that I spent massively more time attempting to fly than building. I mean, I built him in like about an hour or so. Well, I had the wing left over. I had the wing on something else.
Remaining 4 minutes.
Decided it wasn't big enough. Nope. Even diving at full power, I can't pull him into a loop. So there you go. You just with that, unless the power, I'm really kind of surprised, in a sense. But unless the power system was upgraded, all he can do is fly in circles, basically. He does not have enough power, even if you dive him at full throttle and then try and pull him into a loop. He doesn't have enough power to go into a loop. So he'll go up and he'll fly in circles, but that's about it. The other thing I have a Park 250 motor on, I believe, is that is the Newport, which was built from a kit. Whoa. That wasn't so much choice as the fact that the power was fading. He was just losing power there. Well, the wing is still on. The propeller's just on a power saver. That's not power saver. So there's your little Park 250 motor.
Throttle cut off.
Whoops.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Throttle cut off.
not really. He no longer had enough power to really stay in the air. And this is an oldish battery as well. I bought 3 of these Wild Scorpions. I think I bought them online somehow. God, he's wet. You know, because of all the water thrown up off the ground. Not good for the foam, but what can you do? Anyway, there you go. Such as it is, the Qwik Stik flies again. I mean, even so, it's a bit of a useless plane, but it does sort of fly, and my hands are so wet I can't get hold of the blithering thing to pull the battery connector out. It's wet, you know. Good Lord. No, I might have to use pliers on that. Ow, that hurt my fingers and didn't come out there. And those JST connectors are a bit of a bugger to get out.